What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. We are now just walking through Amsterdam, just admiring the culture, absorbing everything this city has to offer. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So just a couple of fun facts about Amsterdam. Bikes outnumber people. I know, right? It's wild. As you can see from the footage, there are a lot of bikes parked everywhere. On the street, there are biking parking places. It's a mess, right? So Amsterdam is known as one of the most bike-friendly cities in the world. In fact, there are more bikes than people in this city, like I mentioned. It is estimated that there are around 1 million bicycles in this city. Amsterdam is sometimes referred to as the Venice of the North. Due to its extensive canal system, the city has about 165 canals with a total length of over 100 kilometers or 60 miles for my American friends out there. I think I missed a good point about the biking aspect of Amsterdam. Just so you know, the bike culture is not just limited to Amsterdam. It is everywhere in the Netherlands. Like, you have highways for cars, but you also have bike paths. And you can actually travel. Yes, you can travel between the cities with your bike. Granted, the country is not that large, but it is refreshing and a good thing to have, just to be able to bike around the country without having to be mindful of cars or pedestrians. Now let's talk about tolerance. And let me tell you, the Dutch are known for their liberal attitude, and Amsterdam epitomizes this. It's famous for its liberal policies on drugs and prostitution. The sale and consumption of cannabis in small quantities up to 5 grams are tolerated in licensed coffee shops. Now, I have to say this because there's also an asterisk, because right now with the current, let's say, more conservative movement, there are more restrictions on the cannabis and the alcohol use. I visited the city around King's Day. If you didn't see my King's Day video, definitely check it out because it was wild, yo. The entire city was partying. This footage I have was a day before King's Day. But nevertheless, I saw some, let's say, PSAs about consumption of cannabis in the street is not okay. You are going to get fined 100 euros. So definitely, sure, the city is liberal, but don't do something stupid that you will regret it. And I will leave it at that. Let's talk about a red light district, baby. Yes, the world famous one. It's an area where prostitution is legal and regulated. The district also houses various adult entertainment venues and shops. I gotta say, in my King's Day video, I went to the red light district at night. It is such a cool experience because you have all the neon signs and everything. Just go there, have a look, just absorb the culture. Try not to stare at the ladies that are, you know, just doing their job. So yeah, you know, just you can peek, you can peep, but don't be a disrespectful fool, because nobody likes that. All right, so let's move on to floating houses. Yes, you heard me correctly. Due to Amsterdam's high water levels and the need for space, some houses are built on floating platforms. These floating houses can be found along the city's canals. Now, let's talk about some houses, right? Because you've probably seen right here in this video, the houses look very narrow. So let's talk about that. Why are houses so narrow in Amsterdam? Well, it's primarily due to historical and practical reasons. Now, taxation based on frontage. This is the historical part. In the 17th century, when many of Amsterdam's iconic narrow houses were built, property taxes were calculated based on the width of the property's facade facing the street. As a result, property owners sought to minimize the width of their houses to reduce tax burdens. Another reason is space optimization. Amsterdam was and still is a densely populated city, even in earlier centuries. Yes, narrow houses allowed for more efficient and use of limited space within the city's confines by building upward instead of outward. Residents could maximize living space on smaller plots of land. Foundation and stability. The ground condition in Amsterdam, which is built on a marshy land reclaimed from the sea, let's not forget about that, often required deep and sturdy foundations. Narrower houses allowed builders to concentrate the weight of the structure or smaller areas, providing better stability on the soft soils. And let's see. Of course, if you think of Amsterdam, you think of its intricate canal system and narrow streets that posed logistical challenges for construction and transportation of building materials. Narrower houses were easier to build in such environments, and their compact size facilitated the movement of materials through the city, narrow streets, and canals. You probably see on the facade of these houses some hooks. Even I wondered, like, what are they doing there? Like, what is the use case? Or was there a historical use case and not anymore? Well, let me enlighten you. These houses with hooks, many of the traditional Dutch houses in Amsterdam have hooks attached to their rooftops. Why? These hooks are used for hoisting furniture and goods up to the upper floors, since the staircases in these narrow buildings are often too narrow to carry large items. And there you have it. People are using these hooks. I don't know if you buy a couch or something. Now, it's kind of like, you think of IKEA, they're coming in like multiple boxes, but even the couches, if you buy a big couch, you're probably going to have a struggle carrying that up the narrow stairs into whatever room you like. So the houses with hooks, yeah, makes sense. Definitely makes sense. The Royal Palace of Amsterdam. And it is located right in the center, in the heart of Amsterdam's historic center. The palace was originally built in the 17th century during the Dutch Golden Age as the city hall for Amsterdam. It was designed by architect Jacob van Kampen and completed in 1655. The building served as the municipal headquarters of Amsterdam until it was repurposed as a royal palace by Louis Napoleon. Yes, the brother of Napoleon Bonaparte, who was appointed King of Holland in 1808. Speaking of architecture, the Royal Palace Amsterdam is an excellent example of classical Dutch architecture. It features grand facade with columns, statues, and ornate decorations. The interior is equally impressive with lavish furnishings, marble floors, and stunning artwork. Well, if you're thinking, can I visit this? Well, actually, yes, you can if the royal family is not visiting or if there are no official state receptions or ceremonies, you can definitely visit it. Hey yo, this is Tim after, editing and everything else. I just want to say I am very sorry for being so inconsistent. Real life has been shit and is getting even more crazy, unfortunately. My job is high demanding, and unfortunately, I have little time to edit these amazing videos. I have so much raw footage, you have no idea, like terabytes of video footage, and I hardly have the time to edit it. So please enjoy these gems. I am editing right now another video for Berlin. I hope I can get it out as soon as possible, but I'm not making any promises. Unfortunately, I am very sorry for being such a shitty creator. But it would mean the world to me if you just subscribe, hit the like button and all that good stuff, because I'm trying to have, game giveaways just right now in this video. If you've seen some codes, redeem them, have fun with the games. And yeah, I just wanted to have this just a little message for you guys. Thanks again for all your support. Subscribe, and thanks again. Bye.